Hey Aries, welcome to your weekly forecast for June 8th through the 14th. This is not just for the week, guys. This is for the week, but it's also kind of the theme for the next 6 months. We're going to see what's happening with this deck here, and then we're going to see oracle message for you all with that deck there. So the reason why this weekly forecast is a little bit different and we're checking in with the next 6 months is because the full moon in Sagittarius we just had was eclipsed, and it has a lot to do with the new age we're coming into, that full moon. And the fact that we had the eclipse means that the energy is extended, okay? It's extended past the normal 30 days of that full moon energy cycle. And so we're going to be feeling these waves for the next 6 months, in some cases a year, okay? So a lot of what's happening in the coming week is going to be kind of like a new theme, a new chapter for many of us. So we're going to see what it is for Aries. I hope I said Aries in the beginning. I think I said Aries. This is a reading for Aries. Aries, sun, moon, and rising. I'm going to see what's happening for you, my darling Aries friends. Alrighty, so we've got uno, dos, tres, and cuatro. First card here is King of Wands. Nice, nice, nice. This is you, Aries. This is your energy. This is your energy. When we see King of Wands, it could be a Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. So the fact that we're kicking it off with this energy lets us know that you are feeling very empowered. But more importantly, when I see King of Wands, for me, this is a message that you're coming into a time where you're ready for action. You're in the energy where it's like talk is cheap, right? I don't have time. I don't have time for you to step up and do what you're supposed to do. I don't have time to wait for you to figure out how you're going to handle your business, and you're focused on what you need to do for you. King of Wands is very entrepreneurial, okay? And I have said in a lot of the readings since last summer that we're going to be coming into a time, into an age where we're going to see this big kind of wave of people working for themselves coming up, small businesses popping up, right? A lot of people, you know, figuring out ways to have a independent income. And King of Wands really kind of falls into that that kind of category. But it's making opportunities for yourself. So even if it's not the sense where you're doing something in terms of self-employment, you might be getting very driven about your career. And you might be coming into the energy where you're like, I'm going to make an opportunity for myself. Like, I'm tired of trying to, you know, demonstrate my value, but feel like it's getting overlooked. I'm going to go and I'm going to have a talk with my boss. And I'm going to show them everything I've done for this company. Or I'm going to show them all of the, you know, things that, you know, I have done very well. And I'm going to explain to them that I'm here to move up, that I want to move up, right? That I'm ready for a promotion. I'm ready for a raise, right? And I want to know why. I want to know why, you know, I haven't been considered up until now. What do they need from me? You know, what is it that I'm not doing? How can I improve so that, you know, I can be advanced? So I feel for some of you, it could be take charge energy in this way. Whatever it is, it's like you're ready for more, you're ready for action, and you're making it happen, right? And if somebody is giving you the runaround, or they're not giving you a straight answer, or they're like, you know, putting things on the back burner, you're moving on to the next opportunity. Okay. And I feel for a lot of you, this is in terms of career. Now, it can be other things as well. You might be just feeling fiery in this way, and you might be approaching all aspects of your life in this way, right? I don't touch too much on love and romance in the weeklies. I try to keep those separate. And do those in the monthly videos. And then in the weekly videos, I do more of the like career, spirituality, family relationships, all the other stuff. So in general, Aries, I do feel for some of you, there's kind of a touchy subject. Because I feel for some of you, independence is very important. And when you do ask for help, it's something that like you don't take it lightly. Like, it takes a lot out of you to trust somebody enough to ask them for help. Or it takes a lot out of you to, I don't know if I want to say find the courage, but it takes a lot out of you to be able to work up the ability to ask for help. So if you're kind of met with someone who's being really half-assed about how they're stepping up to help you, or they're giving you the runaround about whether or not they can help you, or what they can do or what they can't do, you don't have the patience for it. You don't have the patience for it. And that's the overall energy I feel here. I feel like you don't have patience. But it's not in like a negative way. It's not like oh, Aries, you have to cultivate patience. It's not in that kind of way. It's more in the energy where you're like, life is short. And I don't have time for people to figure out what they want to do. I don't have time for people to figure out if they're on board or not. I have to keep moving, right? If I'm depending on other people to decide, my ship is gonna sink in the meantime. And so you're not having it. You're gonna keep moving. You're taking action. You're taking matters into your own hands, and you're creating your own opportunities. And if somebody can't help, you're finding help elsewhere. That's like, I just get this mover and shaker energy from you. Your next card here, Aries, is Ten of Swords. Wow, that really confirms it here. That really confirms it here. So not only are you done, like you're writing down their name and you're crossing it off. Like you're not just done, like you're donezo. You're not having it. So if there's anybody that's been flaky in your life, or anybody who's been inconsistent, or they've let you down, you're over it. You're not doing it anymore. You're cleaning house. When I see Ten of Swords, Aries, this tells me you're cleaning house. I know this is a really scary looking card, especially in this deck. I mean, hello, it's not a very happy looking card. And I'm not saying this to be like all Pollyanna, all super overly optimistic, and life is sunshine and rainbows. And no, I know life is not like that. I'm just saying this in honesty. I'm not saying this from like an overly optimistic way. One thing I have seen with Ten of Swords in my readings is it tends to come up for people when they're breaking out of a karmic cycle and they're putting an end to something, or they're deciding to put an end to something. And as soon as they do, things are really opening up and improving. Something really wonderful and amazing happens in their life. So Ten of Swords, it might be bittersweet. It might be bittersweet to try to have to tell somebody, you've failed me for the last time. You've let me down for the last time. It might be bittersweet to go into a job and say, I've devoted all these years to working here, but it's time for me to go on to the next opportunity. I have something better coming in, right? It could be bittersweet because that situation or that relationship, whatever, if it was business, romantic, family, whatever, friendship, that relationship may have done a lot of good for you in your life, or that situation may have done a lot of good for you in that life, or that opportunity. But now it's come to the point where it's holding you back. Now it's coming to the point where you have to kind of cut ties and go in a new direction. And so it could be bittersweet, but it's opening you up to bigger and better things. Ten of Swords also has like ending of karmic cycles. So if you've been caught up in something karmic, like you keep trying to leave a situation, but you haven't been able to, you're finally breaking out of it. It could be healing from addiction. So if you've been struggling with some kind of addiction, you're getting a handle on it, right? You're upgrading energy, and you're getting out of any kind of stuck or trapped kind of feeling. Your next, one more thing before I move on. One really strong feeling that I'm feeling with the Ten of Swords in this instance for you guys, Aries, whether it's a job or a relationship or having an addiction, I feel like this situation makes you feel powerless. It makes you feel like you're somebody's, I don't know if I'm allowed to say it on YouTube. I don't know. I think I can get like trouble if I'm swearing. But you know what I mean. You're somebody's itch or whatever, right? Like you're somebody's servant, or you're powerless in the situation, like you're being taken advantage of, or they're treating you like you're stupid, and oh, go do this for me, Aries, and oh, go do that for me, Aries. Or if it's an addiction, it's something that you feel has been taking your power away. But like you're breaking out of that. You're breaking out of that. Like, I'm not anybody's idiot. I'm not anybody's little minion here to like run around and go do this for me and go do that for me. So I feel this Ten of Swords is coming in for you in a way in which you're taking your power back and you're feeling very empowered. Okay, your next card here is the Eight of Swords. Does not surprise me at all. And I'm going to say right now, Aries, Aquarius had something very similar. If I'm not mistaken, they had the same pattern as you, where it was 10 of Swords followed by 8 of Swords. I'd have to go back and check, and truth be told, I'm not going to remember, and I'm not going to come back and edit. But if you do have Aquarius in your chart, this might be a repeating message for you. This doesn't surprise me to see 8 of Swords come up, because it's human nature. And Aries, I'm sure you can remember a time when this has happened. I know it's happened to me, where we get fed up with a situation and we put an end to it. We tell somebody, you know what? I'm done with this mess. I don't need it anymore. I'm over it. I don't need you. I don't need this. Bye, right? And we end something. And then we walk away and we cool off a little bit. And then we're like, holy crap, what did I just do? What in the world did I just do? We start freaking out because we start wondering, am I going to regret this? Am I going to regret this decision? Did I do the right thing? So when 8 of Swords comes up, we start freaking out and we start feeling stuck. We start feeling trapped. We start feeling like, well, I walked away from this, so I got to hurry up and find a way that I don't feel alone in the transition, or hurry up and find some massive upgrade. Or we start kind of searching for someone or something to cling to so that we don't feel so insecure in the transition, right? Maybe some of you are, wanting to accomplish some dream or idea, and you're like, well, I need somebody to come in and help me do this because it's too much for me to do by myself. Well, 8 of Swords kind of comes in with the message that we're imagining the situation much worse than it actually is. You're not as stuck as you think you are, because you could very easily wriggle around and get your hands free. That little band of ribbon or whatever, it's not around you that tight. You can get your arms free. You can push that blindfold off your eyes, and then you would see that you've got plenty of room to walk forward, right? These swords are not an issue. They're not in your way. If anything, if you're afraid about going out there into the unknown and walking off, you can grab a couple of those bad boys and now you have protection, right? So something that you're seeing as a problem may actually be part of the solution for some of you. But also it comes in with a warning, right? She might be afraid. She might be afraid to take action. But the longer she stays in that situation waiting for somebody to come and help her, it could be opening her up to a worse situation, right? I kind of call the 8 of Swords the baby seal card. If there's an injured baby seal in the ocean, unfortunately, the way things work is sharks are going to pick up on that smell of blood from way farther away than any seals could ever even hear that other seal calling for help. And those sharks are going to come rushing in. So if we're in this energy of, oh my God, what did I do? I need somebody to come in and help me. Unfortunately, when we're in that fear, energetically, we can tend to attract somebody who's going to take advantage of the situation, somebody who's an opportunist, right? And so you have what it takes to move forward, right? It's not as bad as you think. It's not as scary as you think. The worst thing that you can do is just kind of stay there and waiting for somebody to come in and rescue you. The best thing that you can do is to look at the situation and start moving forward and ask yourself, what do I have in this moment? What do I have in this moment now that I can use, that can be a tool for me? And just get going, and everything else is going to fall into place, okay? Your next card here is the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is fast-moving energy. So look at this. Look at this. You're going from 8 of Swords to 8 of Wands. You're going to passion, fast-moving energy, things happening very quickly. And 8 is a number of abundance. The only thing blocking you from your abundance is the fear of moving forward. Okay? Now, some of you might be thinking, okay, that's it. I'm going to go into work and I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to pursue my passion. That's a wonderful thing. That is a wonderful thing to do. But you want to do it intelligently, right? If you're not in a situation where you have someone that can help you with your bills and support you until your business starts making money, you might want to find something in between. You might want to find a different job that's going to give you time to focus on your goals. You might want to find some kind of a gig like a Uber or Lyft or, something, right? You don't want to be completely and totally, without income if you don't have, something to fall back on, or if you don't have a savings or something. So 8 of Wands, things are happening very, very quickly and they're moving forward very quickly, right? But same thing with the 8 of Swords. You got to look at the situation. How can you make it work in your advantage? What do you have that you can work with? As you start moving forward with what you can work with, things begin falling into place. Things begin happening for you. Things begin moving forward and things begin happening very quickly. Okay? Again, I would encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos, because some weeks those are going to resonate with you more than others, or they may add extra information. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you if you want to click on the Calendly link and schedule a private reading with me there. All right, so we have all is connected. Alrighty, all is connected. So as always, I encourage you guys to look at the pictures and the colors on the cards. What do they symbolize to you? What does it mean to you? What does it make you think of? And take personal messages in that way. So one of the things that I'm getting for you guys is you have some very firmly planted roots. You might not see them, you might not realize, but you've planted some things that have taken root. And I feel for some of you, something is coming back full circle here, in the fall. Okay, so where I'm living, the fall for me is gonna be September, October. And so I mean it for you as well. Even if September, October in your part of the world isn't the fall season, September, October is going to be the time when I feel something is resurrecting. Something is like coming back, or some project, some seed is sprouting again. It's in season again. So there may be an unexpected boost of income. There may be business coming your way or referrals coming your way from people from the past. I know that happens to me sometimes when I used to do readings in coffee shops or at parties and things like this, like back in the day when I was first starting out. I'll still once in a while, once in a blue moon, have somebody reach out to me and be like, oh, you gave my friend a reading at a party 5 years ago, and I heard about you and I'd like to get a reading from you. Like, it could be something like that where you're like, whoa, like that was forever ago, but yeah, sure, I'm available. So some of you might have things from like the past coming back and resurfacing this fall, kind of moving forward. Now, 12 is a number that lets us know that the Ascended Masters are with us. That we're learning a lot of lessons, we're having spiritual awakening, so that is a factor for many of you as well. The creator of this deck sees this card, or means for this card to be about innovation, transformation, growth, and release. So it says, a girl sits on a tree trunk and holds leaves in her hands. While others blow away in the wind, a small spider holds a few leaves together with his fine filaments. Even though the wind threatens to tear them apart, don't be afraid of changes. Release your fear by letting go. Change is hard and often painful, but it is the only way to grow. You may drift, but you will never lose yourself. Life goes on and nothing ends. It is reshaped into something new by the wind. Not better or worse, but different. and in that change lies wonder and openings. So this is kind of that whole 10 of Swords, 8 of Swords coming into 8 of Wands energy. It's all that stuff we just talked about in a nutshell. The old is washing away or being blown away. It can be terrifying, it can be scary, but new things are coming in, okay? Again, watch your Moon, Sun, and Rising sign video. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can schedule through the Calendly link. And I encourage you guys, if you haven't already, check out the Instagram and Facebook pages. I will be announcing the winners of the May giveaway tonight, and I will be announcing the June giveaway tonight. I know I'm a little behind, but there's been a lot going on, and there's been a lot to process, and a lot is delayed, my friends, but I hope you understand. So I will be announcing tonight the new giveaway for June. Every month I give away a free 30-minute reading, and I give away a prize. And so I'll announce what the prize is, and then I'll pick one winner from Instagram, one winner from Facebook towards the end of the month from the comments. You don't have to purchase anything to enter. I just see who's jumping out at me from the comments, and I pick a winner from Instagram and a winner from Facebook. One person gets a free 30-minute reading. One person gets whatever the giveaway prize is that month. Alrighty, my dears. So every day I post a message. I start the morning off with a card of the day, and then in the afternoon I post a pick a card game. And a lot of people have been enjoying following along with that. So be there for that as well, my dears. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I'm wishing you all a wonderful week. Take care.